Federal High Court in Abuja has adjourned the suit challenging the alleged takeover of the African Democratic Congress by a leadership group led by former Senate President David Mark and ex-minister Rauf Aregbesola. Justice Emeka Wite ruled that the case could not proceed due to improper service of court documents on key defendants. During proceedings, it was revealed that the defendants were not personally served as required by law. Instead, the documents were delivered through the ADC Secretariat, a move faulted by the court. The plaintiff's lawyer, Michael Abe, later served the Independent National Electoral Commission in open court. The case, which also lists ADC's Rauf Aregbesola as a defendant, was adjourned to September 30 to allow proper service on all parties. The substantive hearing on the leadership tussle will follow once valid service is confirmed. What do you make of this story, Nze?
The community drum that we promised the coalition at the first point that we definitely play has started playing. And this is just part of it. You know, I didn't fought anywhere exactly, but I complained about the manner in which the new executive of ADC under David Mark came to be, that Rauf Aregbesola should have carried everybody along. I don't know why we find it difficult to do things the right way. These people have been holding sway here. This political party has not won an election. This political party is not in power. People are using their money to sponsor and support this political party. And at a point, you see signal from, you cited signal from another place. You just, together with the people within your reach, agreed. Not knowing that this other, not minding that these other people who are not carried along might raise issues. And now, you've done what you needed to do. And those who came to take over ADC, the Atiku led the coalition, didn't also sit down to cross-check some of these things and dot their T's. Rather, they just emerged. And somehow, yes, Rauf Aregbesola has dropped, he has handed over, but some state chairmen said, no, we don't recognize that new leadership. Because you know that prior to this time, some of them might have ambitions. Because they know that if they go by the leadership of David Mark, they already have their candidate, especially for presidency, at heart. If it is not Atiku Abubakar, whom we are believing that the whole coalition brouhaha is just tilting towards him. Yeah. But if not him, Peter Obi may emerge, Chibika Mwechi may also emerge. These are people who are declaring their interest to run. So those who had been in the, like Dumebi Kachuku, who had been in the party all this while contesting for presidency, it means that he will just lose out like that. So I said then that definitely these things will result to legal battle. And it may lead to the point where everybody will be expecting ADC under David Mark to make statement, and they will be struggling. Now, was it not just last week that INEC recognized him? All this while, it has been there without, INEC recognized it. INEC did not recognize it. But finally, INEC had recognized him, and court is now looking at it, whether what INEC did is authentic or not, whether it will stand or it will not stand. But I know that what they're supposed to do, instead of coming to court and drag this matter, meet with these people, especially the factional chairman, who formally agreed and suddenly did not agree again. Meet with them, sort things out, so that you can say for sure that in 2027 you field your candidates and they will be recognized. Because it's possible that they may continue like this, and at the end of the day they will not have a candidate. Yes, it's very, very possible. So instead of them delaying in court, let them come out of court and sort these things out.
Do you see that even happening in the first instance? Do you see the possibility of that?
Do you know why I say it is possible? We are all humans. Yes, We are all humans. If someone has spoken to this other person, another person can still speak to that person. If they had given him money, another can still give more money. Because the Senate President Godswill Akpabio said that what money cannot do, much money can do it. What money cannot do, much money. So if it is money that is the problem of the other factional group, give them money. If you have the financial muscle, give them money. If you don't have, then go through the normal peace talk. If it doesn't work, then they can now seek for another political party to, run from. Because you must have a platform, a political platform, a party platform with which to contest for presidency.
So it appears that with this crisis, leadership crisis in ADC, it appears that ADC might be tilting towards Labour Party situation and PDP situation as well. So that's a new coalition, and one would say too early for this kind of crisis. And if that is the case, then PDP, APC is the only party standing right now.
That is where some of us said no. APC is overdoing.
How is APC overdoing?
Now, why did I speak like this? We believe, though we are not insiders. I'm not insider in Labour Party in the now. I'm not insider in PDP. I'm not insider in ADC, even in the coalition. But look at, if you look at what is happening in PDP, you see the hand of APC.
How?
Good. The Minister of FCT is in APC, is in APC government, and he's in PDP, and you see the way his movement is happening in PDP. How is his movement happening in PDP? He had his group. He has his group. You understand? In PDP, that denied Udokoye, the office of National Secretary.
That denied?
Yes. Why I use the word deny? That may not be the best term to use, but Udokoye did not emerge. And Sam had to retain that office. Sam is an ally to Yesonwike. Udokoye is not. Now, we come to the crisis we were having among the governors' forum. You now see that we are having a kind of two factions. One belongs to Yesonwike and one the governors' forum that are trying to see if the presidential national chairman, acting national chairman, Umar Damagun, will emerge or not. But why we struggle with that, you see that somehow someone who is in PDP but delivering with APC is there. So
do you think that this assessment that you have made is fair to the FCT minister?
It may not be fair. It may not be fair, but we are all here. We have been here.
Okay.
We have been watching the trend of things.
Now, I think at this point, because you're national television, and that was why I asked you, do you think it's fair? Now, you say it may not be fair. Has he complained?
Why I say it may not be fair? Even when I talk about you, it may not be fair to you. But me that is making my analysis is making based on what I see.
Now, let us look at the PDP crisis directly in line with the FCT minister. You have given one perspective of the conversation. Let me play the devil's advocate for a moment, right? This whole thing came to a head in 2023.
Yeah.
When there was a gentleman's agreement that it's the turn of the South to run for presidency, as the North had completed their 8 years. So it should move to the South. Now, the FCT minister had interests as well as other parties, as other people. And Atiku Abubakar had interest as well. However, the politics was played in a way that Atiku Abubakar emerged. Now, I am not looking at the Tambuwal factor and all the internal politics that played even during the delegates conference. And everything played out in a way that the FCT minister became aggrieved. It's also important to note that prior to 2023, PDP had suffered collapse. particularly when APC took over government.
In 2015.
And the FCT minister then was the River State governor. River State Resources built PDP.
Yeah.
We have to be very clear on that.
No, everybody saw it.
It was River State Resources that built PDP.
That sustained PDP during that period.
The FCT minister hosted national convention with single-handedly held that political party, built it from scratch. Now, I'm playing the devil's advocate because it appears that the media, you know, when the media does not like a person, particularly in Nigeria, the truth somehow is skewed to disfavor.
Why should media not like a person?
No, but that's what it is. It also played out in River State politics when the media gave a biased story of River State. It was practically ATN that stood on the truth, and we were reporting things as they were happening without fear or favor. So I am a journalist. I also watch other stations. I also listen, even on radio, what people say. And the media is powerful in information dissemination. And that is why I decided on this program that the truth will always be said. Right? So now, moving forward, the same FCT minister held PDP for close to 8 years, built PDP with River State Resources, single-handedly, moving from state to state to install these parties and make sure that they function. Now, at the end of the day, 2023 came. Where was Atiku Abubakar? The same Atiku Abubakar that nobody is fingering in PDP crisis, who was a major arrowhead in the crisis, who is a serial defector, who was nowhere when PDP literally collapsed. And after the FCT minister built the PDP to become formidable in order to be able to contest again in 2023, Atiku Abubakar enters this picture and says he wants to run. And oh, he's the father and the daddy Geo of PDP. And of course, the politics was played. And unceremoniously. You see, even if we are to go by common sense and morality and conscience, one would say it would have been fair. I'm playing the devil's advocate here. If at least the FCT minister was given that slot of the VP.
Now,
considering the sacrifices he made when all these people came to enjoy, did not make it. I'm just being very, I'm just saying things as they are, right? And that is me playing the devil's advocate, as I said, because you already have a position. So I want to play the other position, considering that there is no pro-FCT minister person here to counter you. So let me play that devil's advocate.
You see that?
Now, at the end of the day, the FCT minister now said there was a gentleman's agreement. Atiku said, I must be the president. FCT minister said, if you will not go with the gentleman's agreement and what we have decided, even within the PDP, I'm not going to work for you. I will work for the emergence of a southern president, which APC smartly followed through. And in 2023, it's also worthy of note that practically across board, APC voted for Labour Party, P2B. PDP voted for Labour Party, P2B. You understand? Some Labour Party members voted for PDP and APC. Some PDP members worked for APC or Labour Party. I mean,
there was a crisscross.
In 2023, there was a transition of how it's done. There was the Nigerian politics evolved from party to individuals.
Yeah.
This was what played out. So why are people pointing to FCT minister when other people were guilty of the same? Now, moving forward, that singular act balkanized the PDP. And not just that. Okay, now, FCT minister, after the role he played in seeing the emergence of the president, was given an appointment of FCT to be the FCT minister. And he went back to his political party to tell them, oh, I've been given this appointment. And his political party said, go ahead. And that is why PDP cannot remove him on the ground of antipathy, because they told him to go and be the FCT minister. And the same youths will always say, oh, there is a different, the politics has come to an end, it's time for governance. Is he not delivering governance in FCT? The answer is yes. He's delivering governance. but that is the truth.
You know
so when I'm looking at it, when you're looking at it, the same Atiku Abubakar, instead of working to mend fences as the father and the daddy of PDP,
he came to inherit.
No, yes, PDP is his birthright. That's the daddy of PDP. While in PDP, started a coalition. PDP did not see it as anti-party. You know, because it's preferential treatment. What is good for the goose is not good for the gander in PDP. The same Atiku, still in PDP, formed the coalition. As it stands till date, has Atiku officially resigned?
From PDP?
Yes.
What?
Now, moving on, as at the time that unveiling was done, Atiku was still a member of PDP. And I did not hear any time that the PDP arrowheads came out to condemn the actions of Atiku Abubakar. I did not hear any time one person in PDP coming out to say, oh, Atiku Abubakar, this is anti-party. You are balkanizing the party even further, and you are taking members of the PDP into ADC. Why is the FCT minister so much of a threat? Because I'm now looking at the actions of individuals. Even Governor Bala, most of them that support right now, let me even tell you, when you're saying that PDP is between the Atiku, we have the Sheyi Makinde faction as well.
Now.
Springing up.
Now.
That's the new generation PDP that is coming up. Hopefully we'll have a Gen Z PDP that will come up very, very soon. So the question I'm asking, because you have faulted the FCT minister, you know, on the ground of anti-party and all of that. But you have also forgotten where PDP started and what gave rise to what it is. So when we are handling issues from the angle of the manifestation of a problem, we should look at the very foundation of the problem. If you want to treat cancer, go to the roots of that cancer. We are just, whatever it is we are doing has placebo effect. It has no long-lasting effect. So do we really want to deal with PDP crisis? Probably we should go to the roots and then start asking questions around people that have abandoned PDP, people that are serial defectors. I think yes, Wike is one man that one would say has been a PDP member from beginning up until date, has not defected, whether the party is crumbling, whether the party is standing, whether the party is in shambles or not. So I need you to make it make sense to me.
Thank you.
Once again, that perspective you took earlier, are you still standing on that perspective?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Now look at, we are discussing the internal crisis of the ADC coalition under the leadership of David Mark. That's what we are discussing. But I only brought...
you needed to take a swipe. You cannot discuss this without going for the head of the FCT.
No. FCT minister, I think while we were discussing the last topic, I made some recommendations about him, some good remarks about him. But however, it is not about him as a person. We are Nigerians, we are dealing with issues here. Now, I said that what this political party is suffering today, something similar. We have seen the same, if I may call it a crisis, in PDP. And I pointed my finger to APC, which you say how. I now brought the case of a FCD minister. You've really played that devil advocate very clearly. We have been here. We all knew what happened. But am I still believing that FCT minister, through the help of FCC, messed up PDP? Yes. Though not only him. There were other people that if we are discussing PDP crisis, we can now go delve deeper and bring out all the people that, just like what you narrated here, Atiku had his own major share of the blame. Major share. Because just like you pointed...
So why is nobody blaming Atiku Abubakar?
No. We are not discussing Atiku's
He has been giving
now.
When you're talking about people that
we're not discussing Atiku now. When we discuss Atiku, it's in relation to ADC coalition under David Mark, which we I think we've talked about it before, and we're still discussing about it now, that what they are suffering is as a result of their inability to put things straight. Yes, but my concern now is, why should Labour Party go down, PDP go down, ADC go down?
And you're blaming APC for all of that?
I have to blame APC for all of
that. Is ADC not responsible for the crisis in PDP?
ADC, as it stands now, what they are suffering, I still blame it on APC. Do you know why?
And PDP and ADC is innocent?
No, that how can they be innocent?
Is ADC not also guilty of PDP crisis?
ADC is not ADC anyway, but I would say Atiku and some of his men who joined the ADC.
So ADC is also guilty?
No, definitely.
Of PDP crisis?
Definitely,
okay,
we'll come to that. So, but you now see that what is happening today in all these other political parties is making APC stand as the sole political party that will run for election.
Is APC also responsible for Labour Party crisis?
Are you not seeing what is happening
I
in
am not
Abure? You are not seeing what is happening in Abure?
How is it?
Now, the body language of Abure and some of the actions of Abure. There was a time I called the Labour Party governorship candidate. I said, look, the way you guys are going,
Beatrice Utubo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very soon we will leave Labour Party for Abure, his wife and his children. Later, somebody called me and said, Abure's wife is not in Labour Party.
I wanted to tell you that as well.
Abure's wife is not. Why are you including the wife? I say yes. Why I'm just including the wife is because it will later become his personal family heritage. We try to make Abure understand. Look, now you are the national chairman, but you have presidential candidates who should give directions. But you are not following him. We have elected governor. You are not agreeing with him. Everything is the way you want it. So we begin to believe that that bird that is dancing on the road, someone is playing drums for him somewhere.
Well, now, you can't concretize that.
Yeah, we didn't concretize
that. Because
the
crisis started even before elections. Was it also APC that caused the crisis between Abure and Lamidi Apapa?
No. Yes. It
was APC.
You were
in Labour Party, so tell me.
When we say APC, one may be looking at APC of Bola Tinubu, and that is the truth. Lamidi Apapa fought empty battle. And why was he fighting? We believed there are issues I wouldn't want to discuss about Labour Party anymore because I'm no longer there. There are issues I wouldn't want to bring to public anymore.
You have not concretized the fact. You have not concretized your allegation that APC is responsible.
When Lamidi Apapa was fighting with Abure, Julius Abure, we knew where it was coming from. That was to mess up the massive support that Peter Obi was coming with. And if Lamidi Apapa, remember that Obi was not Lamidi Apapa's candidate. Obi was. I don't want to discuss Labour Party.
Now, as it stands, what you have said has not directly proven.
It may not really prove
that APC, and you are very clear. You even narrowed it down to Bola Tinubu-led APC.
Yes,
is responsible for Labour Party crisis. Now let's bring it up. Would you say then in Rivers State that as APC is having crisis, APC is having crisis in Rivers State now? That there is a masquerade somewhere beating for Emeka Beke or Tony Okocha.
APC to me in Rivers State is not even having serious matter.
It's internal crisis, right?
No, I mean that their crisis is no longer as strong as it was last year.
The point I'm trying to make is this: is it possible that political parties will have crisis?
Yes.
Yes. Now, I thought you'd be looking at the ability for political parties to be able to be able to form a formidable front to reconcile differences. It played out in Edo State, where all the political parties, the three major political parties, APC, PDP, Labour Party, had serious factionalization as a result of their primaries. All of them had similar problem. Now, APC under Ganduje was very fast in mending fences, to a point that the first person that emerged as the winner of the election of the primaries in APC, after the second primaries were conducted, Aregbesola emerged, and for, I don't know how Ganduje was able to do it, but appealed to the first winner to step down and become the running mate to the person who won the second primaries. And at the end of the day, they were able to mend fences, close rank and file, to a point that Obedience left their support of Barrister Bata and backed Aregbesola. PDP on the other hand said they will not. Of course, you saw your guess as good as mine. The role of Baseki even played. Then his deputy that he fell out with, and how all of that affected them, and all the most of the political bourgeois and leviathans in those states left PDP and fell behind the APC. We saw how it played out. PDP was unable to reconcile their differences. Labour Party was unable to reconcile their differences. APC was quick to reconcile their differences and took the support base of both PDP and Labour Party, and Aregbesola emerged. Now, would one say that these things, these crises that happened across these three political parties were all influenced by external persons? These were internal party crises. But APC was able to mend fences. Their reconciliation team knew what to do. They understood their assignment. But in PDP, the reverse is the case. In Labour Party, the reverse is the case.
Do you see why?
So why are we blaming APC for the inability of PDP and Labour Party?
These are the national level. And apart from that, there are even the members of PDP, all these political parties, they have their blames. But when time comes, why I'm saying this is because it emanated from the issue that the court is handling in ADC. Remember, I have said that it shall come to pass when the chips will be down, the ADC may likely not have a candidate, because some of the things they're supposed to do, they are not doing. Some of the things they're supposed to do earlier, they didn't do, and the things we are suggesting to them now to do, they are not doing it. Now, they are going to court. They are standing and wasting their time. The period they're supposed to go back and settle their internal wrangling,
then
they are not handling it.
You cannot blame the APC for that.
See, APC can never be taken out of it.
I think ADC, PDP, and Labour Party should take responsibility for their inability to close their ranks and file.
When we come to them as a people, we see that Atiku failed when he was the leader of PDP. He failed to put things straight. When we look at the Labour Party and Peter Obi and Abure Rango, we still believe that Obi didn't do well by not really being able to fix things with Abure. Many cases with Abure. Rather, they formed the interim government, which didn't work.
You're right.
Abure is still holding sway. The interim government is holding, and things are just, by making it that even those who are die-hard Labour Party followers are leaving Labour
losing
Party.
faith.
So, if I will suggest, let the APC, the ruling party, encourage these political parties that are having crises. Actually, someone will say, no, I have been able to fix my family. For that, let these other people fix their family.
So why should they help them fix their family?
You have to.
No.
If actually you wanted a healthy competition, you should help them.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that
if they cannot fix themselves, how can they fix Nigeria? If they cannot fix themselves, if they need PDP, ADC, Labour Party needs APC to fix their political parties for them, so that they can run an election, that on its own qualifies APC to lead Nigeria and disqualifies these other political parties from leading Nigeria. Because if you can't fix your party as small, because I mean their membership, they are microscopically infinitesimal to the population of Nigeria, and they cannot control themselves, is it the complex nature of the country that they will be able to handle?
Your description,
so
your description
of
PDP, if I may use
one would
PDP,
say, I said PDP, Labour Party, ADC. If they cannot fix themselves,
your description of their voting strength is alarming. You said they are infinitesimally.
I said there are numbers currently that they cannot reconcile themselves.
Don't you think that they still have massive followers?
We are not talking about followership.
I mean membership.
Regardless of their membership, can you pull their memberships together, all their membership together, and say that the three political parties have up to 10 million members?
They should have more than that.
10 million members.
They should have more than that.
What I am saying is this. The members now, are they all part of the Executive Council?
No.
Are they all part of the NEC? Can you say that the NEC of PDP is up to 2,000 people?
Why should they?
So let's just run with 2,000 people. Let me just go on with 2,000 people. If they cannot fix crisis within 2,000 people, how are they going to rule Nigerians of how many millions of population? That's on its own. When they are crying out and they are saying, oh, that there are external figures, destroying their party, that makes me question their ability to fix Nigeria like they are claiming they are going to fix, when they are unable to fix their party. Because whatever issues they have within their political party is kindergarten and very pedestrian compared to the complex issues Nigeria has. So I don't have sympathy for any political party. They should go and fix their home. So asking APC,
it is their right and their duty to fix their issue
for them.
But I think if we can say have maybe if I'm saying just a discussion around the issue of political parties, especially the four major political parties we have
probably next time, because we are
that's what I mean.
That's
what I mean. Oh, so it's a right. But however,
yes,
let's ADC. There are cases in court. We'll still see how it will go at the end of the day.
All right. Thank you so much.